Hello everyone, it's Noah here, and I know it has been a while since I have done a proper full ride video, but I am so excited for today's date, because we are finally doing live to win. People have been asking me to make a live to win deck since the very beginning, and now with the new support it is finally capable in contending in the current meta, and it is a really powerful archetype, able to make their full combo with a single starter, and continues to recur their monsters in order to gain more advantage. It's really fun to play and it's really strong. The fact that you can only make your combos with one card allows you to play so many hand traps in the deck, and also play Small World in order to search pretty much anything you want. In case we are forced to draw second, we still play Forbidden Droplets, and since we are kind of weak to interruption, we do need to be playing Told by the Graves as well. Now I will go into details into what each card can do, and at the end, we will play a test game and show you what the deck is capable of. It really is very good in the current meta and I can't wait to show off. So let's start with the hand traps. We have 2 Effect Whalers and 2 Infinite Impermanents. Now these are especially good when competing against Flandre's decks, just because they can't really be chain blocked, but they can still be loose to Book of Moon. Effect Veiler is really nice because it's also a small world bridge where Imperm isn't, but Imperm is generally better, so I'm playing 2 of each. Speaking of Flandres, we are playing 3 Droll Lockbirds and 2 Artifact Lancias, specifically because they are everywhere. But Droll Lockbird and Lancia are also still strong in other matchups, with Droll Lockbird being good against many of the decks, and Lancia is still good against decks like Phantom Knights or even maybe some Pranket decks, and few other decks would be hurt if you activate Lancia on their turn. We are also playing Match C. If they are not Flandres, we still need to have a good counter to them, and Match C is still the best. We also don't want to be Match C, so we are playing 3 Ash Blossom to stop that, but also stops pretty much anything generically as well. We are also just playing 1 Nibiru just to draw off Match C, because we do want to have a blowout. In case they do take the Match C challenge, we want to be able to stop these decks. Also to not be hand trapped, we are playing Told by the Grave to insulate ourselves, and if they do manage to bait a really strong board, we are playing 2 Forbidden Droplets to be able to break their boards, and these are pretty good as we can send continuous spells such as Sunny's Snitch after activating it. Now let's get into the live twins. We are playing 3 Chisachil and Lila. Now when Chisachil is summoned, if you don't control Lila, you can summon it from your deck, and similarly when Lila is summoned, if you don't control Chisachil, you can summon it from your deck. This allows you to go into the Link 2 monsters, but we'll get into them a little later. We're also playing the Lila Treat and the Chisachil Frost, which are free special summons if you control a Chisachil or a Lila. These are nice edge standards that makes your combos go for even longer, and also allows you to continue your combo even if you get stopped. You are playing 3 Secret Password, which can search Evil Twin spell trap cards, and your usual search is the Sunny Snitch, which searches a live twin monster from your deck. They also get other effects depending on the monsters you control. The other source targets we play for Secret Password are Live Twin Home and Evil Twin Challenge. Live Twin Home allows you to special summon a Chisachil or Lila from your deck in case you are unable to get one into your hand, and this also allows you to continue your combos. If your first place gets stopped and you can't really do anything about it, you can still continue with Live Twin Home. An Evil Twin Challenge allows you to summon Chisachil or Lila from your graveyard during your opponent's turn and even link summon into an Evil Twin monster, which may be able to activate its effect, so it's a good way to have some more interruption as well. We are playing 1 Evil Twins Chisachil and Lila, which will be our meal from Trouble Sunny, and also can be summoned as it can be a really good boss monster as well after playing Sunny. Now let's get into the extra deck. First let's look at Evil Twin Chisachil and Evil Twin Lila. When Lila is summoned, if you already have Chisachil on the field, you can destroy a card, and when Chisachil is summoned, if you already have Lila on the field, you can draw a card. They also have the effect where if you don't control Lila, you can special summon Lila from your graveyard, and if you don't have Chisachil, when you have Lila, you can special summon Chisachil from your graveyard. This allows you to special summon both of them in the one turn, and then link summon both of them into an Evil Twins Trouble Sunny, which has a quick effect to tribute itself to summon Chisachil and Lila back from your graveyard, so that you can activate their effects on your turn, go into an Evil Twin, and your opponent's turn you can activate the Trouble Sunny, and go back into Chisachil and Lila and trigger their effects again. It also has a second effect where you can banish from your graveyard, send 1 Evil Twin from your deck to graveyard or field to graveyard if you wish, and then send a card on the field to the graveyard, which allows you to get Chisachil and Lila to the graveyard to activate its effects, but also allows you to send your opponent's cards to the graveyard as a good way of removal. In order to facilitate OTKs, we are also playing Decode Tolter Extended and Access Road Tolter. Decode Tolter Extended can be made the turn after you summon Tissatil and Leela as they lock you into Fiends. And then you can bring them back, go into an Evil Trouble Sunny, and then in the battle phase go back into Tissatil and Leela in order to trigger Decode Tolter's effects and gain a second attack with extra attack points. Access Road Tolter needs no explanation. If your turn is bad with your Tissatil and Leela on the field, you can go into Access Road, banish Tissatil and Leela for 2 distractions, and then go in for some damage as well. Since we are able to swarm the field, I'm also playing Underworld Goddess, in case they make a really strong monster that we cannot out by a normal ways, and I really like playing it, just in case something weird comes up. And finally we have a Zeus package, as a Tissatil and a Leela can go into a Strike Gallery, which has a good effect, and it can't be destroyed by battle either. So you can attack with it, go into Downward Magician, and then go into Zeus, which will have 2 activations. But that's the data explanation. Let's get into some gameplay and I'll show you what I mean with the combo. Our starting hand is looking pretty good, so we really gotta make this count. We really want to go first with this deck, and with this hand we can go into our full combo. We'll set with a secret password. Normally you would get Sunny's Snitch, but since we already had it, I did a live to win home, just in case my combo gets stopped. Then I will normal summon a Tissatil, use its effects to get a Leela, and then link summon into a twin Tissatil. Now you want to summon the Tissatil first, because then you can bring the Leela, go into the Leela, and then bring back Tissatil. Hit Leela's effect. This will activate Tissatil's effect to draw 1 card. If you summoned Leela first, then it would activate her effect to destroy 1 card on the field, but you don't really need to do that if you are doing first, which is why you start with Tissatil. Then you can link them off into Trouble Sunny, and then set 2 and pass our turn. I just set the live to win home, but I want to play around Lightning Storm or a Feather Duster in case they have it. They will start with a Vishuddha. This will activate Trouble Sunny to deal them some damage. They will go into the Tanyi, and they will activate Vishuddha's effect, trying to bounce Trouble Sunny back to our hands. We will chain Trouble Sunny's effect, and then go into Leela and Tissatil from our graveyards. This will trigger the effects of both Leela and Tissatil, destroying 1 card on the field, and also drawing us 1 card. We are going to choose to destroy their only monster, and then we're going to draw into an Imperm, which is not going to be useful. They're going to activate their Water Enchanters, and we will respond to that with an Ash Blossom, stopping them from going into the Adventure Engine. It appears that they already have a Griffin Rider, but it has no effect, so I allow them to resolve it. They also have a Red Rose Dragon, and they will use it to Synchro Summon Baron de Fleur. This is a strong card, but it's nothing we can't deal with. They're going to activate the Rose Dragon's effect, but I don't want them to get more cards, so I will stop that with a Hold by the Grave. They will trigger Baron's effect to destroy my set card, which I will chain, which is an Imperm, and they negate their effects. They will go into battle and hit our Tissatil, but this is no problem because in main phase 2 we can just bring it back using Leela's effect as it's a crit effect. They will pass our back turn to us, and I think we can just win from this position. As our opponent has also realized that, they are just going to surrender. Well, that was a good match, but I didn't have the time to show you the OTK, so I think we'll go into another test match and show you how the OTK is done. So, let's say your monsters, Leela and Tissatil, survived for your opponent's turn, but they do have 8000 life points and you want the OTK. Here is how you do the line. What you need is 1 more monster, any monster would do, whether it's a hand trap or a live to win doesn't matter. So normal summon the monster, and then you want to go into Decode Tolter Extended. I'm going to use Leela so that I can get another pop at their back row. Now I can use Tissatil's effect and bring back Leela. I can activate Leela's effect to destroy one of their sets, and then I can link someone into Trouble Sunny. Now we'll go into battle, hit with Trouble Sunny, Then activate Trouble Sunny's effect. Summon back both evil twins, which will trigger Decode Toll to extend its effect, and also Chisichel's effect. Allowing Decode Toll to extend it to attack twice this turn, and Chisechel and Leela also still have an attack this turn as well if you need it. This should be more than enough to OTK. And that's how Decode Toll to Extended works in this deck. I have no need to show you the Ancestral Toll lines, but if you like, you can look at my previous Tri-Starter videos in which I show how Ancestral Toll works. Thank you so much for watching the video so far, and if you could subscribe to my channel as well if you aren't already, that would be really helpful, as I'm still trying to grow my channel. Let me know what deck you would like to see next. I know that a lot of you have been waiting for Live Twin so far, and I'm so glad that it's finally here, and it's actually a good deck too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.